You okay?
Best news ever.
All right, saving the best for last. I see.
No, it's late too, and I've had a lot of candy. So, you know about that Castlevania series on Netflix that everyone who watches it says it's really good?
Yes.
Well, they're right. I've only watched season 1. I really need to get around to watching season 2. They're not long, by the way.
I didn't even know there was a second one already.
Yeah, and the season 1 was really short. It's like an hour long, and I think this one, second season, is like 2 hours long, is what I've heard. So, like, I think 3 episodes for the first one, 6 episodes for the second season. I need to watch it. I need to watch the second one. First season was excellent, very gory. Like lots of uncomfortable things. I only recommend watching this if you're the recommended age viewing. Kids do not watch this show. So the man in charge of that show, Adi Shankar, has acquired the rights to Devil May Cry. He's acquired the rights to Devil May Cry. So they're going to give Devil May Cry the same treatment that they've given Castlevania. And it's going to exist within a shared universe.
You happy about that?
I'm very happy.
See, no, I didn't think you cared that much about Castlevania.
Castlevania, not as much. Like that's what, like when they did the this show last year, that's when they did the first season. Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, that looks pretty good. It's anime. It's based off of a video game which I'm somewhat familiar with. I'll give it a whirl. And then I watched it. I was like, wow, this is really good. And I was like, see, because it really bothers me when I hear naysayers say things like, oh, we don't need video game adaptations of anything. Like, we have video games. Like, we don't need a Netflix Zelda show. We don't need a Zelda movie. We don't need a Mario movie. We don't need a Sonic movie. It's like, well, you know what? Anything can be done well. Like, if anything, like...
Except for an emoji movie.
That could even be done well if it wasn't such a cash-in.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about it earlier. Look at how well Detective Pikachu looks to be shaping up. None of that should work.
Yeah.
Live-action Pokemon that's not actually about a well-known Pokemon game shouldn't work. Looks like it's going to be fantastic. Mm-hmm. Not fantastic, good.
Yeah.
Probably good.
Pretty good.
Solid 7.5.
Yeah.
But if you actually put the right people in charge of things, you can get something that stands out.
Right.
Regardless of whether or not the source material is good. Mm-hmm. So, you're right. I haven't even played... I played very little bit of the Castlevania games. Never beaten a single one. Devil May Cry, on the other hand... I've played all of them with the exception of the reboot. So yes, I haven't played all of them because there is no reboot.
Yeah.
There is no reboot.
Okay. We'll go with that.
I just want to be clear. There's no reboot.
All right.
They did do an anime on Devil May Cry that was like 1 season long, like 13 episodes.
Was it good?
It was pretty good. In fact, the same voice actor... I think that started voicing Dante in that show, the English version anyway. He's like the current voice actor for Dante. Because the show came out right before Devil May Cry 4. Because it's kind of like a prequel. It leads up to 4. So it doesn't really have much to do with 4, but just chronologically, because I think I've gone through this with you before, like... It doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It jumps around timeline wise, and timeline. That's actually an interesting thing to segue with because Castlevania. I think I don't know the exact years, but it's somewhere in between like 1000 AD and 1500 AD.
Let's just say they didn't have motorcycles.
Correct.
Or guns.
Correct.
Or wild mechanical arms.
Right. Yeah, Devil May Cry is very modern, today setting. So I don't know how that's going to jive if they're going to be a shared universe. They did say that their term was, they're calling it the bootleg multiverse.
Bootleg? Why?
Bootleg multiverse. I don't know. It is strange, though, because Castlevania is owned by Konami, and Capcom owns Devil May Cry. Now, these aren't... They're kind of rival video game developers. They don't hate each other, but when they collaborate, it's not something that happens very often. Yeah, especially, but now I think about it, I mean, like, the only thing that the closest they've come to collaborating is, like, you've got Solid Snake and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, along with Capcom characters like Ryu and Mega Man, and now Ken. So, I mean, you have that.
Yeah.
But, I wonder if there's, like, how they could even do that with the permission. I guess if you buy the rights to something, you can pretty much do whatever you want to it. I mean, if you have the money, you can do it. Because apparently this guy bought the rights to Devil May Cry himself. Like, he personally has the rights to it. So, dude, all I'm saying is, like, if he does as good, if he just matches the quality that's been done with Castlevania, I am in. I'm totally in. Do more.
We will see.
Hey,
sounds cool.
You've already got Castlevania. Why not go for Metal Gear Solid and, like, make something that I can understand that's Metal Gear Solid related? Those games are messed up. Seriously messed up.